Let me check the Wi-Fi. Boom, boom.
AJ's now on the show.
AJ's now in the show.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're live.
We're live. Hey, here we go. You know what we're talking about. I remember myself.
Okay, I'm gonna get off then.
No, I've jumped off.
Okay.
Okay.
AJ, you're the solo person.
What's up, guys? So we didn't get the welcome again to Bucs Report post game. Didn't get the results we wanted, but remember, we're here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. We'll break things down and figure out what went wrong. We have a lot of our analysts here. As always, though, it was a hell of a time being here in Tampa with the Bucs Report family. That's what's most important. It's a pleasure kicking it with Rick, Slick, and Dave. These guys are fascinating people. So we're going to eloquently break this game down. I'll let you guys start it off. Coach Slick, go ahead. What happened?
Coach Bowles needs to figure out how he's going to play coverage because the middle of the field was wide open. A lot of plays were made, and the run game is starting to filter out. They need to figure out a way how they can control this run game and how they're going to play against this pass game. Yes, we're down some players, but that offense is way weaker than this defense. The offense took a step forward. The defense took a step back. We have to get better. Rick, what's your opinion of it all?
Lot of like a recipe with a lot of ingredients or a lot of things. Weird trick play calling. I'm not sure what they were thinking. I don't know what was happening there. I don't know that how they said that was not a fumble at the goal line. Yes, it was. It was clear. And the second thing, or the last thing, is this: how can you invest that many high draft picks and still not have a pass rush? And I just don't get it. I mean, you've got to be able to get a pass rush, and they had nothing. Dave?
Yeah, that fake punt never should have happened. It wasn't there like they expected. Should have called a timeout. Did not do it. That's irresponsible. I don't think anybody's brought up. We had the 2 interceptions in the red zone. That needs to. You got to fix that. You can't be in the red zone against a team at Atlanta. They're going to make you pay, and they did. So, no rush. Poor play calling. Special teams. It was kind of down across the board. I was amazed that they were still in the game and had a chance at the end, but it didn't happen. So it was mismanagement up to that point. So the Bucs now move on and lick their wounds and we still need to mention that, yes, the defense has got a lot of injuries and very hard to make up for. And Atlanta's not the kind of offense you want to play against with an undrafted free agent starting. So all up and down, disappointing. A little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, but one thing that is unfortunate is I think this makes it very difficult for them to win the division, and I don't think wild card's going to be an option when you look at the schedule and where Green Bay, Detroit, and people like that are. So I wish I had better news, but that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, so they told y'all what it is, but as I see it right now, this is operation evaluation time. If I'm the Glazers, you're not just evaluating Cohen or Bowles, but everybody in this organization. You got to see who wants it bad. But right now, the hot spot goes to Bowles. You're supposed to be the commander in chief and the man. Your specialty has been compromised. People know how to beat you. A guy just sitting on the couch or in the stands with a beer or rye whiskey in his hand knows you. That's the problem, Bowles. You're the problem. Your ego is the problem. Your pride is the problem. It's all about accountability as a coach. I tell people out there, don't be scared to question these guys because coaches get fired every single day. Some people are not always in the position because they're qualified. And Bowles, at this point, I'm calling you out. You got to get your shit together because right now, I have doubt in you because at this point, you're failing at something you're supposed to be an expertise at. You're supposed to be a defensive man. Again, you lack the adjustment. You left the middle of the field wide open. There was no cushion, all this cushion coverage, no pressure. As Rick said, you have all these high draft picks, but you're not utilizing them to their gifts. You have to play to the strengths of your players, not the strength of your scheme. Faith without works is dead, as they always say. So you have to put in this effort, and right now, don't believe in you. So right now, we're evaluating you. You're back on the hot seat. You're bullshitting us right now, and we don't want to hear we gave it our best. We don't want to hear that anymore, Bowles. You get paid too much. We refuse to be the 49ers right now. If you guys out there don't realize, the 49ers are wasting all their talent. They're done now. We don't want that. That's what Bucs fans are pissed about. We want the Bucs team to be successful because we have it. We're having fun right now, cool, but at the same time, we don't want to go back to the lost years just because one coach can't get his head out of his ass. So at this point, Bowles, you're on the clock. It's tick-tock time. I already had an article about that. So we're going to see what you're going to do. At this point, it's evaluation. Are you going to be able to go into Kansas City and pull an upset against the great Mahomes? We're not leaving this offense off the hook. We need more consistency. When it comes to that call that Rick was making, yes, bullshit call, but this is Bucs life. We're used to not getting those calls. Awful call, but you don't even need to be in that position. So at this point, offense, you're going to have to carry this defense. Win in spite of your coach at this point. If he doesn't want to be on your program, the hell with him. Make sure you stay employed. So offense, you're going to have to carry this team. Meaning, Baker, you can't throw picks in the damn end zone. Get some more crossing routes. Get bootlegs. Run the rock. You have to get it together. So at this point, Bowles, show me something. This is a what have you done for me business. Yes, what you did a few years ago, winning the Super Bowl, shutting down Mahomes, brilliant. But at this time, are you a coach or are you a call center defensive coordinator? It's on you, my man. So again, guys, we appreciate your time. But at this point, Bowles, we're done with you at this moment. I'm done. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm done for you. I'm done with you until you show me something else. You have next week when we win. Yeah, you have until the end of the season to show me something. Unless you turn this defense around and turn it to the 0-2 Bucs or something like that, at this point, Bowles, get your shit together. So we'll see what happens. As we all said, the game is not in our destiny anymore right now. It could change. If the Falcons lose, hey, the Ravens just lost. What does that tell you? I guarantee you they stopped the run. So, Bowles, you got to go back to the lab, have an intervention, and go, well, maybe I got to stop being such a jackass and go do things the right way and run the ball and do things and stop being such an ass. So, exactly. So, Bowles, get out of your ego, my man. It's not working. The stats show. So, as always, guys, I'll let everybody else get their last thing in, but, check me out. I'm going to have another response on it. It's about bucking time. And like I said, I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And if you guys got people out there in that Bulls family, come talk to me. From one coach to another, because right about now, Bulls, I'd slice your defense up.
So I'm not as lethal as AJ. I'll put a bit of sugar on it, maybe, but it has to get better. Yes, it does. It doesn't help that we've got undrafted free agents out there. But for me, I look at this offense, and this offense is severely shorthanded in comparison, and the offense is still putting up numbers. I still expect this defense to do the same thing. Coach Bowles is a great schemer. He always was. Now it seems to be a bit of a problem. We need to figure out a way how we're going to play the pass. Right now, we're struggling. We've got KJ Britt who can't cover or won't cover. I don't know which one it is. Can't cover, won't cover. It doesn't matter. We're not covering. Thunderberg doesn't look as bad as Dean did, and I still think Dean could probably do a job better, but we still need to find a way how we can get that deep coverage. There's too many lapses or brain farts in coverage where people are getting wide open for no reason, and people go, oh shit, this motherfucker's open. Yeah, he got open. People need to know what the play is. Communication could be an issue. I don't know if that's the case because I'm not on the squad or what have you. But this team has to figure out a way. It's got to find a fucking way. It's got to find a fucking way to just survive through the next few games. When we get Mike Evans back, maybe it'll be better. But that's only making the offense more dynamic. It doesn't make our defense dynamic. Defense is what it is. We've got to work with what we got. Do we go and make a trade for a linebacker? Do we go and make a trade for a corner? Let's see what's going to happen. But someone's got to make something happen. Someone's got to step the fuck up and be that guy. I'm going to give you over to Rick, and Rick's going to make it slick.
All right, so I know everybody who's saying get rid of Bowles, the one thing you don't hear is who to replace him with. All right, what's the answer there? If you're going to get rid of Bowles, give me somebody better. And right now, I don't have an answer for that, and I don't think anybody else does. We're just pissed off right now at what happened. But look, right, here's the thing. He's been coaching with a serious salary cap issues, serious all kinds of problems. He's throwing, like we said, undrafted free agents out there because we haven't been able to go get free agents. Next year, you got the salary cap opening up. Look, he said in his post-game press conference that the answers are in the locker room. They better be. They better be. But I'm in no way, shape, or form am I saying that they need to replace Bowles. But come on, dude. I mean, there were some bad calls today on your part, and normally I'm always defending him. Can't do that this time. There were some bad calls. I'm not sure what they were doing, and also I want to say this. Look, I get it that Godwin and Evans are out, but you do still have to throw to your wide receivers. And it's like they played out of fear today, the fear of not having those two guys. And that's a problem. You've got to confidently count on the guys you have on the field. So that's my final word on this whole thing is just, all right, brush it off, go to next week. As far as firing Bowles, I'm not even remotely thinking about it because who are you going to put in his place? So, exactly. What'd you say?
We ain't firing anybody mid-season.
No, not at all.
Okay. And Dave, your last word?
Let's see. You get through Kansas City, you have a much favorable schedule. I don't think you're going to have to be ahead of Atlanta. You can't be tied with Atlanta. And I'm not exactly going to say that Atlanta's world beater. So you still have a chance. You're 4-4, and the schedule's going to loosen up after Kansas City. You still have a chance. But going into Atlanta, when we played in Atlanta, that season's not going to happen that we thought was going to happen. It may not pan out the way we want to. There's salary cap, there's next year, and there's a lot of young guys on, especially in wide receiver, you can develop. So this isn't a lost season. It's not going to be what we wanted to be when we were 3-1. But it still can be an entertaining and an educational and a fun rest of the season.
Exactly. All right, guys. Again, thank you for checking us out. Bucs Report, The Aftermath. Be sure to check us out always on 102.9 Game Bar Street South Radio. AJ Turnup, Slick, Rick, and Dave. And as always, guys, at the bottom of our hearts, this is still our team. Go Bucs, go Bucs, go Bucs.